So this article basically on News 4 Jax, shout out to Jacksonville, how the FBI used a camera mounted on a light pole to bring down one of Jacksonville's biggest suspected drug dealers. So on a warm, cloudy September evening in Jacksonville, see how they making it like a whole little story? An FBI agent sat behind a computer and watched Paul Anderson Jr. walk out of a Jacksonville condo carrying a black satchel across his chest. The agent watched closely as Anderson hopped in the driver's side of his red Dodge Charger, every little detail, and left the complex on the city's west side. About 4 hours later, the FBI agent, using a live streaming camera that had been mounted to a light pole in the parking lot, watched again as Anderson returned to the condo off Blanding Boulevard that investigators believed he was using as a cash house to store drugs. Anderson, 31, pulled a large suitcase out of the car, walked back into the first floor 2-bedroom condo. According to the federal criminal complaint, Anderson had just met with his supplier to re-up.
He just re-up. He came back with a suitcase.
So for months, now listen, for months, FBI agents and members of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office gang units watched Anderson either by camping out in a car outside the condo or on the pole camera. They tracked his phone. Investigators believe from September to October 2023, they watched Anderson and other drug traffickers moving large amounts of cocaine, fentanyl, and meth into the city. During that time, investigators said Anderson met with the dealers in the parking lot of a Family Dollar. You see how much they following, but
they know exactly all his steps.
And the parking lot of a condo complex, of the condo complex. He also traveled to Turks and Caicos for 3 days in September for unknown reasons.
For unknown reasons.
Anderson wasn't the only one under investigation. Agents were also I'm reading this and I feel like a snitch. Like, this is crazy. On September 27, just after 3 p.m., a week after Anderson was seen meeting with the suspected supplier, agents inside an SUV in the parking lot watched Anderson leave the condo, get into a Toyota Avalon, drive away, but he didn't leave the gated complex. Agents said that he drove to the back of the complex and a few minutes later came back to the condo and pulled a large blue suitcase from the back seat.
Oh, coach, watch.
So they even put the pictures up, man. So the agents appeared to catch a big break in the case earlier in the month.